Greetings, friends. Seth Bernard here, wishing you a happy Giving Tuesday and asking for your support on behalf of Title Track, a Michigan-based nonprofit working in clean water, racial equity, and youth empowerment that I'm honored to be a part of. One thing that I like to do every day is I think of things that I'm grateful for, things that I'm proud of, and things that I could use help with. So I'm going to attempt to do that here on behalf of Title Track. I'm really grateful to be able to work with people that I love and respect, people who are embedded in community, making change, lifting others up, meeting emergent needs, deeply invested in community care, and who are also creative and funny. I'm grateful for all the donors that have supported Title Track, individuals, family foundations, the philanthropic community. It's an amazing thing that there are so many people who are generous and giving with their money and are interested in putting their dollars to work with an organization like ours. Also grateful for all of our partners. We've been able to work with other nonprofits and organizations, schools, libraries, community groups that basically are excited to partner with us. We're excited to partner with them, and it lifts up, the work that all of us are trying to do to work in partnership. Everything that we do is collaborative at Title Track. I'm proud of the work that we've done this year, both internally and out-facing. We launched the Water Protectors Training Camp, worked with seeds, worked with the old art building, presented it at Harvest Gathering. And this is a camp for young people to learn about entering the movement for clean water and to protect the human right to clean, affordable drinking water. Using the butterfly model, which is developed by Leah Penniman, an awesome author and activist and farmer. And the butterfly model shows that the movement needs a lot of different approaches. We need builders, resistors, reformers, and healers. And you can learn more about the program at our website. We've also been working on the State of Water podcast. We've had several cohorts of understanding racial justice. We've partnered with organizations in Southeast Michigan, Northwest Michigan, and beyond to lift up musicians and creative practitioners and to lift up the call for clean water. And we're a part of the Water Equity and Climate Resilience Caucus, which took me to the One Water Summit in Tucson, Arizona. This is a caucus of frontline environmental justice leaders that I'm so proud to be a part of, and that I'm so proud that Title Track is able to bring some of our heartfelt and soulful and creative energy into this space of other frontline leaders who are deeply invested in the work of shaping federal policy and changing the narrative. It's been said that movements move at the speed of narrative change. And so narratives are collections of stories that we hold dear. And we're informed by the narratives that we hold dear. Narratives can change. Cultural values can change. And when our narratives and cultural values embrace different ways of being and reciprocity with one another and with the earth, we'll see our systems change and our leadership change too. So this is some really fundamental work that we're participating in on a national scale. And things I could use help with, things that Title Track could use help with, well, it's Giving Tuesday. And we're not the only ones asking for support. And obviously, every nonprofit fills different needs in their communities. Title Track can't do everything. And all of us are engaged in other types of work. And this helps strengthen Title Track. And it also allows us to keep Title Track focused on our mission, and we're able to do other things outside of that scope ourselves. So if you can help us focus on our mission and launch some new programs in 2024, we're very excited to launch BIPOC Healing ourselves. We're excited to do some internal development work. we're excited to replenish the funds in our Indigenous mutual aid. Mutual aid is something that has existed for a long time, and it really grew a lot during COVID times, where some of our institutions didn't meet our needs, and we had to set up community care and mutual aid networks. And indeed, these are the networks that sustain people. Nonprofits help fill the gaps. And one of the things that our nonprofit is doing is we have a fund that is specifically for Indigenous mutual aid. So mutual aid in Indigenous communities. Folks come to us with emergent needs. My co-executive director, Holly Bird, who's an Indigenous attorney and judge and water protector and artist and more. She oversees the Indigenous Mutual Aid Fund, and our board of directors also oversees it and helps allocate funds where there are needs that come up. And I going back to gratitude, so grateful to be in community with powerful Indigenous leaders and just to see that we're on Anishinaabe land here in Michigan, and there's strong Anishinaabe leadership and powerful cultural values that have enriched my life and informed my decisions. And so Indigenous mutual aid has been something that's been very helpful for people. And right now the funds are gone and we could use more. So those are my gratitudes, proud, and what I could use what I could use help with in terms of title track. And I invite you to think about those things in your own life. What are you grateful for? What are you proud of? That one can sometimes be hard, but it's good for us to give ourselves some credit. Sometimes we get caught up in how we have a long way to go, and we forget that we've come a long way. And so think of the things you're proud of and also put it out there. What do you need help with? And so on this Giving Tuesday, we're one of many voices in the nonprofit community doing charitable work, and we invite you to support what we're doing and also to support a lot of organizations and to make it a part of your life. Just like we have subscriptions to streaming services, or we pay for gadgets, or we buy some delicious specialty beverages. Giving can be a regular part of our lives, and we do have it set up on our website for you to become a monthly donor if you're interested. This really helps us on a month-to-month basis to meet emergent needs. Sometimes we're called to support something in our communities that wasn't a need this month and it might be next month, or we're invited to collaborate on a project and it feels like something that we have capacity for, and a little bit of extra money really helps with that. It helps us put our hours into this work, and it helps us serve our mission of engaging creative practice. So that's all of the creative practices, all the arts, to build resilient social ecological systems. And resilience we know as the ability to absorb shock and maintain function. And then social ecological systems, we understand that they're not separate. They're irrevocably and intrinsically entwined, social systems and ecosystems. So engaging creative practice to build resilient social ecological systems that support clean water, racial equity, and youth empowerment. Those are our 3 pillars. So thank you so much for tuning in. Got some creative practice from my daughter Iris here behind me, and some water-themed garb from her mom. Coming into the holidays, hope you're holding your loved ones dear, and again, keep those funds flowing. My dad once told me, money is like water. It's only useful when it's flowing. So don't let those funds stay stagnant. And hoarding wealth ain't nothing to celebrate, but giving is, and you never lose with giving. All right, much love, y'all.